All right, hey guys, I spent the first 8 minutes of class kind of explaining what your homework is tonight. Plan ahead. So I don't think I need to spend too much time on this. Again, plan ahead is just kind of a pass fail thing. Most everybody who just attempts it passes it. If I notice anything, or my TAs really just look at this, if they notice anything that maybe you didn't answer to your full ability and maybe you kind of didn't really try too hard on it, then I might kick it back to you and you might have to do revisions, and that's not good, right? So you might not get a full credit on it. So it doesn't really matter. I think you basically just need to get like a 70% out of 100 or whatever to actually pass this thing, and you'll probably do that if you just spend some time on it. Anyways, homework tonight is to answer questions 1, 2, and 3. So that's everything on this first page here on the savings and investing worksheet. Okay, so again, we don't really have a class for college and career here. We just give you some of the assignments. So this is just going to be an exploration into kind of what several different investment options there are, right? Say if you did happen upon some money, a fourth cousin, fifth cousins somehow leaves you money in their will, and you're like, whoa, okay, that's cool. I didn't know you existed. Slash, you have money. That's awesome, because I don't really have money. Now I do. But anyways, I highly recommend you invest earlier rather than later in your life. Can make a huge difference. And a lot of people do this through stocks. They do this through mutual funds. They do this through savings accounts. They do this through a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can invest. We're just gonna have you look at a few of them here. So then after that, we got to say something what FDIC insurance is, because some investments, right? Some investments like stocks, mutual funds, savings accounts, one of those at least is something called FDIC insured, an FDIC insured investment. So some people want to have an insured investment because it's a lot safer if you're insured. So I'm not going to say much more about FDIC insurance because it's you'll have to do the research to get there, and I recommend that to you in the homework here, okay? And then finally, you create a Venn diagram here. You don't actually have to draw in the Venn diagram if you don't want. You can just list all the things about Roth IRAs, which make Roth IRAs special, which make traditional IRAs special, and then things that Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs have in common. What do people use for both of them? How do they work? Stuff like that, okay? So you're researching these two things here. Do I expect in 2 years, if I run into you, to ask you what the difference is between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA, that you will know? No, I'm guessing you'll probably forget this, but it's just helpful to learn about this a little bit now. And then later, 10 years down the line, when you're thinking about IRAs potentially, you're like, oh, I heard about that. I remember that from Plan Ahead. Okay, and finally, they got some other retirement plans here. We got a 401k retirement plan and then a public pension. Okay, public pension. I think public pension is the only one that you need to really Google and try to read about. What is a pension? What does it do? You have to look at that, because on the homework tonight, I included a link here. So this is your homework post, Monday, November 7th. There's a link here called the Financial Terms Dictionary. It's kind of like more like encyclopedia listings. And you can open that up to help you with a lot of these problems here. Okay, so if you want to, oops, here's a plan ahead. If you want to, like, say, learn about Roth IRAs, right? What makes Roth IRAs special? You go to this, and we go to R here, and we got Roth. Is Roth IRA there? Let's see here. Roth IRA, perfect. And then I can click on Roth IRA, and then I got all this information here. So I would really recommend this. This is a trustworthy website. It says what it is. You can read about it a bit, some key takeaways and whatnot, and use that to help to compare and contrast to 401ks, for instance, or I think you have to do a traditional IRA is another thing to compare to. So, you're going to have to make choices. If you have the $6,000 to invest, you put it in a Roth IRA account, right? And there's a whole bunch of questions I'm sure you'll have from that, and that you'll get answered over the course of your lifetime. Okay, so that's it for homework. You got to do questions 1, 2, and 3. And you're welcome to keep doing more if you want to. You just got to get this plan ahead thing done. Here's the homework, right? Normal posting, Monday, November 7th homework, due tomorrow, 9 a.m. And then to actually fill out, to find your plan ahead. This is where you might be watching this video. To find your plan ahead, this is week 13. You go to the top of the classwork tab. You see all these assignments, and these aren't assignments. These are just information things that we have here. We got our Zoom norms, got our office hours information, got our homeworks explained. I sort of haven't edited that in a while. But anyways, towards the top of this, you should see Plan Ahead Math module. Okay, so open it up. This is where you're going to do all of your math module assignments for the plan ahead here. Okay, so you go to this, you scroll down, boom, there it is, Plan Ahead Math 220. You pop it open, and this should be your plan ahead that you can edit and you can answer and get done here. Okay, so this is where you find questions 1, 2, and 3, and you answer them out, and that's it for homework tonight. Okay, probably tomorrow during asynchronous block, I'll probably have you do this, the basic financial planning part 2 continued, part 1 continued, and just answered questions 3, 4, and 5 here. Is it 3, 4, and 5? Or they start at 1, 2. Questions 1 through 5. That'll probably be tomorrow's homework. And then Thursday, I'll have you do more. And then Friday, we'll start our new unit. Okay, hopefully this video was helpful. It was kind of just a recap of what I talked about at the beginning of class today. If you have any questions, please email me. But again, just got to get it done, and hopefully you learn something along the way. Take care, guys.